And now it's rolling, baby!
Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen. This is the JARCast, episode 310. Today, this is a moody cast. The vibe's off. There is drama. There is beef. Yeah. It's taken us about 4 or 5 hours to even get to this stage.
Not true. What are you just chatting?
It's almost 10 o'clock.
Well, yeah, because you were on Instagram Reels.
I wasn't. No, neither of you were productive either.
More
Not
productive
true.
than you.
No,
What have you done?
I've assessed and
The number?
judged the current. I've assessed the current vibe, and I've put in a plan to correct it and ensure that the QC of Jar Media is met as per usual, as my official role is post Jar Media, is to understand that the QC is done appropriately, and that I've just assessed both of your moods to determine that it will be good.
I got something a bit QT. And it's the... I wanted to shoot this by you guys because I wanted your opinions on this. And I want you guys to be honest and real. I've got a new name for the JARlings. No. That's better than JARlings.
No.
Well, hear
sorry.
me out first.
No, sorry, no.
I'm thinking sliders.
Sliders.
No.
Sliders. Why
No
sliders?
Why not? First off,
I'm not saying anything against it. I'm just saying.
I've got the beans to back.
You're
But
gonna have to give more of a reason than just I've got the beans to back. What have they done to make them deserve the nickname of sliders?
Well, because I've always personally thought it's been cool to go by the term Blade Runner, something like that. But that's already taken. Sliders ain't.
No, I don't think the content on this channel is specifically focused
What about
enough.
blade sliders?
Blade sliders?
Mm-hmm.
James, finish what you were saying.
They don't do anything that's sliding related, so why should they be called
You don't
sliders?
know that for a start.
Yeah. They could all be snowboarders for all you know.
No,
I've seen the demographics. That's mostly what they are.
no,
Sliders.
I don't believe. I disagree. The more accurate one would be Gooners. That's what would be accurate.
But that's also taken.
yeah, by Arsenal.
Yeah. So okay, I guess we
What about
can leave it-
Mingers?
Mingers is too charged.
Yeah. It's derogatory.
Okay, fair play.
But sliders, what do you think of that?
I'm cool
Just
with
cool things.
I
Yeah,
think of drifters.
Penguins drifting.
No, drifting. I think of being a slider. And nobody.
Flip-flops.
Gucci.
Sliders.
So all the best things, babe. This is a great idea.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
No.
Huh? Huh?
Well, I guess before we get too deep into the show, let's shout out the Jar Media Patreons that make the audio version possible and get their names read out in the first or second week.
I'm cold.
Of each month, while James is cold and not sliding.
No.
Penguins are probably cold. They slide.
They're not cold. They're
Warmer
juiced.
than us.
Penguins are juiced up.
I'm sweating, bruv.
You're
'cause you're in
wearing
that-
an hoodie. You're wearing possibly. No, this is a tangent. But you are wearing an hoodie annoys me.
Why?
I know, but I can't criticize you because this wasn't something you bought. But
And it's not an hoodie.
what is it then?
I don't know. It's just some off-brand hoodie.
Oh, it's just because buying an hoodie is their marketing campaign is so obnoxious that
Yeah, because they're Australian.
yeah, that I think that I have a moral.
You're morally against Australians.
No, I'm saying I'm morally against falling for Udi's marketing campaign. Like I have a white to not buy an hoodie because their marketing campaigns are so dog.
I agree with James on that. Like, if something...
Well, a League of Legends? Shut up.
No, that's a great example. Something I think I've talked about on this very podcast. Like, if you have an advertising campaign, like, designed to, like, just get into your head and annoy you, then I'm not going to give you money.
That bloody migraine. Keep your suit cool and soothe. Same bullshit that I'm never... It doesn't matter. If I spend the rest of my life in nothing but agony from migraines, I'm not going to buy a cool and soothe because their adverts are scientifically designed to give you migraines. I'm not buying them. You can't have your catchphrase and repeat it 5 times in your 30-second advert.
Mm-hmm. You can.
No, you can't.
I like it.
No, because any time we've talked about marketing on this, people have got really angry at me because, like, James, you don't understand marketing. Marketing doesn't exist. There's no such thing as marketing. Marketing's bullshit. Because who's falling for any of this shit that these adverts say? Have you ever watched an advert and been like, I'm going to buy that? Because this whole idea is that it's subconsciously influencing you. But I'd never ever buy anything of an advert I see.
No, man, it's more complicated than that.
Audio is the way to go. When like in the old days when you were driving a car listening to radio and you hear
auto glass replace, auto glass,
then it's like
whatever
in
that
your
advert.
head.
Yeah,
they've put it in there. So then, oh no, I've done some drifting, slammed into a lamppost, my windshield's messed up. What am I gonna do?
Auto glass repair. Auto glass replace.
Oh, I can replace my windshield.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I'm stuck here on the side of the road. Oh, McDee's. I could really go for a McDee's. It works. But when it goes into like some whatever League of Legends tried to do.
But what I can't remember these League of Legends.
They were so bad.
They were like made by fans or something weird like that.
Yeah. So it was
trying to appear like humble.
Yeah, it was made by the League of Legends community, so it was made by the most like awful people on the planet.
It was made by Redditors.
Yeah, the most terrible
Apex
people
Redditors.
that exist.
Yeah.
Therefore, you like just confirmed that I'm never gonna play your game. You know?
Oh well, you're not really missing out on much.
No.
I'll tell you what is being missed out on. That's the housekeeping segment where we have some juicing going on in the comments. We got some big juicers just squirting their slime all over the damn joint. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Including, and this is crazy, the evil JARling wrote in regarding this story from the previous episode about them basically showing up in some Australian thing. A JAR patron tried to organise through the Patreon name segment a meetup, expecting people to show up, and miraculously this one person did show up, but then robbed them.
Robbed them of a Avatar Way of the Water ticket.
But yeah, the evil JARling wrote in to give their side of the story, so I want you to keep your minds open and listen and hear them out. Alex said, I have some explaining to do, so here it is. I'm the real evil JARling on a burner account in case I get hate on my main. What? I can prove it by giving extra details that the other Perth JARling can confirm. He wore a red top with short blonde hair, and we bonded over our mutual love of Talking Heads, a band I've never actually listened to.
The deception continues.
The JARling lied about how long he was waiting. I was not 30 minutes late, only about 15 or so minutes late. And when I arrived, he was basically alone at the meeting spot. There weren't all these extra people for him to embarrassingly ask about JAR. If what I did was so evil and cold, why would he lie about these extra details? Shouldn't the objective facts be enough to make me the bad guy alone? So, my side of the story. I really wanted to see Avatar 2 in the best possible screening, so I picked a Perth location nearby the best cinema at the best time. All of this was deliberate planning. However, I didn't have a huge amount of money, so I thought I would use this plan to get some food and an expensive 3D IMAX ticket for a fraction of the price by paying for this Patreon name instead. But I planned on more JARlings coming so that my cheapness would go more unnoticed. When I met with the single JARling, I actually felt like I was hitting it off with them, even though I was living a complete lie. I got lost in our conversations, almost missing the screening altogether. When I lied, I felt excitement, but when I told the truth, I felt connected, even if it would be all undone once they knew about the lies. When the movie ended, loved it by the way, I knew this friendship wouldn't ever work since it was built on such manipulation. I just abandoned ship to avoid the messy reveal of my true goal. My question is this: do you think I am truly the evil JARling, or just a bit flawed and selfish? And do you think I have any place to reach out to this JARling to make amends? Maybe take them on the meetup they wanted all along. I would say sorry, but honestly, it was so cool how this plan worked. I'm still on a high from it. Even if part of me is sorry, I can't apologize in good conscience, knowing I may do this again. What do you think?
You know what, we just talk about Australians and hoodies.
Yeah. No. If his plan was to get food and to see Avatar, and this is how he went about it, like genius. No, the fact that it worked, like I would say, like that is the stupidest plan.
Yeah, the worst plan ever.
Yeah,
the least reliable plan.
It's like it's such a long payoff. This guy's gonna like rob a bank.
That's the long con, yeah.
No, if he's taking pleasure out of it, absolutely. My man's on the downward spiral.
Yeah.
And I'm torn because what he did is morally objectively bad, but
you gotta respect
there's
it.
some layer of respect.
Yeah.
Just for how honest he's being too.
No, but what about this is a ruse? What about this is part of his plan?
But also, like, we need the other guy now to confirm if he was wearing a red shirt and had this hair.
Why would the other guy lie?
Which other guy?
The original storyteller.
For comedic effect.
For comedic effect, and or, like, it feels like a lot more people when you're having to introduce yourself to strangers. Like,
and if he was 15 minutes late, how would he know what happened as well in that time? Maybe there were people there. How would he know that?
Yeah, and maybe this is a guy that expects sort of like timeliness. So like, if someone says 6 o'clock, you get there at 1:45. You know.
Yeah.
That stuff, like I wouldn't dwell on. But this could be the start of like the most incredible friendship.
That's the thing, because he said it's not only does he have this whole elaborate scheme, but he also admits that he did actually hit it off with this.
Yeah. I think these two should team up and start scheming across the globe.
Yeah, get some other JARlings in on your scheme, and some crazy stuff might.
How many movies could you see for free?
No, go bigger than just movies. If you're gonna do this, you might as well come.
Yeah, how many houses can you?
Great EMP plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll edit that out for good measure.
Yeah.
What, the EMP plan?
Well,
no, you don't need to edit that out.
Well, he does, because if it comes to fruition, this is evidence.
I suppose the EMP will just delete this anyway.
Oh yeah, I guess, yeah. Yeah, good point.
It's genius. Yeah, so I'm a little bit flawed, I'm a little bit emotional about this, I'm a little bit unsure.
I'm a bit torn up.
Exploring the greyness of the truth of things.
Of manipulation and betrayal.
He's going to keep chasing highs, but that will lead him down a path, and he will lead him to nothing but a rock bottom.
Is that short-term high you're getting from destroying someone's life worth it?
Well, it depends what the payoff is.
Dopamine rushes every day thinking of what you've done.
Well, destroying someone's life.
Well, yeah, they're the ones saying that they're like, probably all of it. Now he's going to always have positive associations with The Way of Water, thinking about this time he got to see it for naught, for just a patron name.
Yeah.
No, but
surely it can't, like... That amount of time itself can't be worth a movie ticket.
What to say, to meet up and then...
That's like a whole month.
But he wasn't like sat there the whole time like, Tyler Durdening it.
He might have been.
Well, this might be a Tyler Durden in the making.
I think it's all bullshit. I think these two people, they're trying to get one up. No, because it's happened before. The fans have like fucking bullshitted their way into making us believe their stories.
Are they ARGing us?
Yes. I don't. This situation is not real. We're getting one story a certain way, then the counterpoint puts in more facts and makes us question the original story. But they're both false. Neither of these people
You would
saw
expect two accounts, especially when it's this charged.
No, no. You're missing the main point. He said that he's using a burner account. He doesn't want to get hate on his real account.
Who's to
his
say
real
this wasn't
account,
the original guy?
The real account is the first account that posted it. It's the same guy. This is all a joke on us. I ain't believing shit.
Okay.
I want to believe it's true.
I want to believe it's true. But this is why I want you guys to constantly be keeping me in check with your thinking caps on, looking for gaps in the story.
Well, all you have to say is, Jamie, can you fact check that? And I'll be on it. Woo!
No, we'll get you to fact check it, and then we'll just disagree with your fact checking and continue anyway.
That's the podcasting way.
Well, speaking of the podcasting way, Johnny Bongo Drums asks, well, they don't actually ask anything. They just say, I love these boys, not in a gay way, but in the same way I love my dogs.
Why don't you love us in the gay way?
Well, Underpaid Lamb actually replied saying, I love them in a gay way.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
I don't.
Man, there was some really good conversations last episode, just like,
They were okay.
we mentioned this one about overstimulation, to which Bass Jacob says, I can definitely relate to the discussion about how overstimulated we are nowadays, as I used to regularly play video games while listening to podcasts or whatever else on YouTube. It's reached a point where I barely just play the game. So I recently decided to do an experiment and cut out all gaming for the time being. And I just discovered how little I had going on outside of work and gaming. That's admittedly my own fault, but it's just interesting. It's been interesting to find new hobbies. As a result of this, I experimented and got into cooking and baking. I'm not any worse off from this experiment, and it got me thinking how else I can fill my life besides gaming. I am feeling a strong desire to get back into gaming, especially when I just want to unwind at the end of the day.
I think that is a I think the heinous thing about games, like especially at the moment with like battle passes and stuff, is FOMO.
FOMO and the disrespect of your time.
Yeah, but I think games inherently have like with the quantity now of how many like AAA games there are.
Mm-hmm. All asking for all your time.
Yeah, it's like, I have that feeling where like, well, if I'm watching a movie, then I'm missing out on leveling up in COD or like continuing my Civ save, and like Civ is an example of a game that isn't designed to like COD's Battle Pass is designed to give me FOMO.
And you're getting like recurring rewards.
Yeah, all the time. But it's like I just need to be like playing something. It is like a total sort of addictive mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like a big break from gaming is a really healthy thing.
Absolutely.
If you are a gamer, just do like a dry January thing.
Yeah.
Not even a month though. Do like a week, see how you feel, and like just try other things, because it's so easy for it to just be like,
that's just
this is my thing that I do.
Mm-hmm. I think one of the things is taking, it is like you said, the fact that with games you go from just trying to escape and a work day, you've finished work and just having some chill time, and it becomes a more time consuming aspect of your life. I think the way to view that is to remove yourself from that and then spend your time investing in something that has long-term benefits, like a car project where it's something you chip away on over months, because then that's a much healthier way to invest any of your time, because it's like There's a result at the end, so you can
like
be proud of.
Short-term versus long-term rewards.
Yeah, like Warhammer, any models, any artsy stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's
or
that
like
is
learning
just
an instrument or learning a skill or like
baking.
education.
That is exactly baking is exactly it.
that. And like you can further your ability and have like long-term investment.
Because this is where all these right wingers and grindset people try to like take a jab in. Is like, oh, you should be like expanding your skill set and all this shit as a way to be like on the grind. But this is not that. It's a simple case of you'll be better off for it by just not having these.
Well, that's the thing, that all those grind setters and that kind of content, unfortunately, like does get right. There's like truth in things they're saying.
Yeah,
a lot of like the conclusions are absurd. Whereas like expanding your skill set and having varied hobbies is good. Like there's nothing bad about that.
It's better for your mental health.
Yeah. But the key always just comes back to that word balance. That is the true challenge of everything. With everything kind of asking and deploying such easy methods of like little dopamine hits, whether it be just a little candy or a bit of XP drop in COD or any of it, the balance is key. But I'm still learning how to find that balance.
Yeah, it's. I think it's an ongoing battle throughout your whole life.
Yeah. Everyone farted, bro.
Sorry, dude.
It's good to think about though, and kind of check yourself sometimes, because thinking about, especially when I was like a teenager and stuff, it's all out of whack, and it's like the balance was definitely off in certain ways. I've had
mine totally
I basically had the extreme balance be in all the different extremes at different parts of my life.
Yeah, and it's like that you've got so much time to like cast a wide net, and it's never too late. It's like I don't think any of us are like old, but I get into that mindset where it's like, well, that ship has sailed.
Yeah, no, I do the same thing. There's a really good line in the first season of True Detective, where the Matthew McConaughey character says something along the lines of, you best decide the one thing you like, because there's only enough time in this life to get good at one thing, like truly.
That's a lie.
But what it's saying is like, yeah, time is a resource and the time's running out, so you better like choose what you're doing with it wisely, you know? That's what it all kind of feeds into.
Yeah, it's that quote as well.
That's I disagree, because that's like saying it as if the next 60 years of your life is going to go by incredibly quickly, but no, 60 years. You have an obscene amount of time. Like, it's been 5 weeks and I'm really deep in Warhammer and I'm getting better in that 5 weeks. I've got another 60 left of my life. That's 5 weeks to 60 years. If it's taken me 5 weeks to get into a new hobby, there's none of this pick a hobby over and like get good at it because your time's running out. So I don't understand what you mean.
It's the philosophy of what it's saying.
It could be like interpreted as like just do something. Like I love video games, but like if it's all you do, that is wasting your time.
Like the difference between sinking 2,000 hours into a Destiny save, compared to 2,000 hours into some kind of personal project, compared to if you like have crocheted for 2,000 hours, if you've done anything basically, you're gonna have a different kind of result. That is one of the like kind of traps and curses of video games, is like, sure, you can get like addicted to binge watching like TV or movies, I guess, but they're more of like a self-contained kind of package, like, whereas a video game, like, you can just sink.
Well, especially now with everything just designed to like go on forever.
Yeah, you got your roguelikes, you got your MMOs, you got all these like your CODs or whatever. They're all like so infinite in what they're expecting. And weirdly, as I get older, that kind of thing is way less alluring to me.
Yeah.
as something like a Dead Space remake or something where I know there's like or God of War or something where it's like there is like a limit to this.
Yeah.
But like, man, when I was a teenager, that idea of like, because it was right as, you know, Destiny was coming out and they were figuring out like with COD and stuff how much time you can sap out of someone, and how, especially now they've figured out how to monetize that as well as getting that time. Like, it's just kind of...
But I will say, just saying that people should invest their time more wisely, it's not good for... Saying that is not good for someone's mental health, because I've always struggled with the idea, up until probably 23, of this idea that I'm hearing all these people say that I should invest my time better, but that only makes me more depressed, because then I feel like I am wasting my time, because I don't have fire to invest in any other hobbies. And I think that can crush someone in a way that a lot of things can't.
No, I don't think the statement is like make more of your time. It's just like you do stuff in moderation.
Yeah, with a balance.
Yeah, and it's like...
But if someone doesn't have anything else but games, they can't just magically find something, you know? Because there needs to be like a fire there to make people want to.
But it's so much easier than it seems. Like,
you know, it actually is. But when you're in that state, like I was, your brain is so limited by what you already do that you can't. It's so difficult to like know how to get into these other things.
But that's the thing with like exercise I've said before, where it's like, don't go for a 6-mile run. Go for a 1-mile walk. Go for a half-mile walk. Just go out and like see how easy that is.
Yeah.
And then just make it a weekly thing. And then it becomes part of, like, the gaming was just something you do. Well, now going for a walk is something you do. And then you can like gradually increase that. And then
because what is it? It's something like 30 odd days it takes to like cement a new kind of pathway in your mind where it stops being like a struggle and just becomes part of like what you are. What you do. Yeah. Especially if you're talking about similar.
And it's like the inverse of addiction, but it has like the same like properties. Where like if like with smoking, if you stop smoking for a month, the next few months are going to be a lot easier. Not to say that like it's a total walk in the path. Walk in the park. Chip chop, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what I'm saying. I guess we can round off this section with talking about this woolly mammoth conversation. There's a bit of a dialogue going on about this, which Nick Rogers can get us started about. The ethics of bringing back a mammoth. Regarding the de-extinction of the mammoth, it's my understanding, as someone who studies biology, that humans likely played a role in the extinction of the woolly mammoth through overhunting as we migrated into their natural range during the Pleistocene, though the exact circumstances of their extinction is unsettled. As Alex mentioned, the ecological niche which the mammoths occupied still exists today in the Arctic tundra, and they've been proposed as a solution to slow permafrost thaw because they would remove trees and convert landscapes to grassland, which would help keep the ground cool in that environment as the planet continues warming. There are other more interesting ethical questions regarding de-extinction, in my opinion, such as learned behavior. A large part of what makes species unique is the behavior they acquire from their parents in their life cycle. Since no mammoths exist today, there will be nothing to show a cloned mammoth the behavior and skills it would need to survive in the Arctic environment. The closest we would come is by socialing it with the closest living relatives, such as elephants. But this is exactly the reason that it's still so important to protect wild species at risk of extinction, even if de-extinction becomes viable. While some animal behavior is genetic, learned behavior and proper socialization could be lost forever. While de-extinction technology could conceivably one day assist with conservation efforts, it will never be a silver bullet that solves the ongoing threat of biodiversity loss, as 150 to 200 plant and animal species go extinct every day. Interesting discussion regardless. Love the show. Bear.
No, this is a great idea. Mammoths, but we bring them up in the habitat of cats, so they have cat behaviours. I think that would just be lit.
Climbing mammoths.
It'll be like Kim Kardashian has like a pet mammoth.
Yeah, that
Like
wouldn't be lit, but
No, but that's what it would be. Like all the richest people, like Jeff Bezos, riding his mammoth.
okay, maybe let's not bring anything back.
Yeah, because
Let's extinctify them instead.
What, rich people?
Yeah.
That's such a fascinating idea, though. Like, I've never considered that, because like if you just climbed a human and then had him totally isolated,
Yeah.
like what sort of
No, because I think I mentioned it on a cast like quite a few months ago when I was all obsessed with like orangutan videos.
yeah
There are like little pockets of them that know certain skills because they have skills they've passed down through generations that just because of where they are in that environment have
and
passed that on.
it's the same with like chimps and gorillas and and monkeys, like all sorts of species. So it's like, I think our understanding of like animal behavior for a long time was we were like putting them down, when it's like they're way more similar to us than
they're the experts of their environment and what they have evolved to do. No, I do like thinking about that though, because it's like it would be fascinating to observe what instincts like a woolly mammoth would have, you know, like what it would do naturally without being taught, and like what would be lacking.
That would be interesting for any animal to just like make one and see how it behaves without any.
But
like,
just thinking about it in terms of something though that doesn't actually even exist anymore.
Yeah,
like there's not even an option of it copying some like a, you know, like an alive example.
Yeah,
Appleby John says, to contribute to the mammoth discussion, humans are largely responsible for the extinction for most species of megafauna, like the giant sloth or woolly mammoth. We were unfortunately too good at hunting, and they were great sources of food to keep communities fed. As for the benefits of returning them from extinction, the simple explanation is that large animals wandering the tundra of Siberia used to help, and would help again if returned to life, with the compression of snow and ice keeping the permafrost from melting. There are already projects working to introduce current large animals like bison to the region for the same reason. Removing and or adding species to an area is always risky, since there's no way to know for sure how it's going to go, but as an example, the reintroduction of wolves to American national parks hugely improved their ecosystem. There's a lot of potential benefits to bringing the mammoth and similar animals back. Also, it would be cool to see real mammoths, and for that reason alone, I say do it.
Yeah.
I just hate how many people are more intelligent than me.
Yeah, that bugs me as well.
Yeah.
Just think,
maybe if you spent your spare time learning about ecosystems and not playing video games and Civilization, you'd actually be smart.
I need to finish leveling up all the sniper rifles in Call of Duty.
No, you need to play Civilization.
I'd never even considered the idea that, like, just a bunch of animals walking around compacting ice could have an effect on the environment and change temperatures.
But surely it couldn't have that much of an effect to where, like, we could delay the inevitable.
I don't know. Bro.
No inevitable.
People smarter than me are all thinking about this.
It's called an engineering problem, not an inevitability.
Let's make a floodgates.
No.
There was this kind of messed up one though from Liam Tolentino. On the subject of consuming too much content at once, I remembered how my friend would do the most insane multitasking by having, and this is painful, League of Legends and Minecraft open and cycling between them while taking a test for class online. Of course, he did end up failing his first semester with this habit, but it baffled me how well he was doing at his League matches while spending half of his time digging a tunnel in Minecraft.
Well, Minecraft isn't exactly like a mental challenge to do as Minecraft.
Still though, that's like even playing like 2 turn-based RPGs at the same time is like, no. And they're like the slowest games.
Although, and I don't think we've really talked about this yet, but this current trend where like attention deficits are getting so extreme that now like videos aren't just videos anymore. They've got to have Subway Surfers and a calming sand video in the corner as well.
Yeah.
You got to have like 3
and it's
4
like
things.
sped up with some like high pitched like Harry Styles music at the same time.
And that song. every short for some reason.
Yeah. No, it's ridiculous. I think in like 20 years, ADHD is just gonna like be
It's just
humanity.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Like
will
more
just have
people have it than don't, type thing.
Yeah.
Adam,
and then everyone will have it.
we're probably already getting to that point.
Yeah.
Go to any primary school and they're all just mentally ill.
Yeah, they're all Subway surfing over there, man.
Yeah.
No, you just have to
Subway
literally
surfing
watch
is,
any of
the
these COD
problem.
videos. Any of these Warzone.exe videos.
you
they are
compare-
actually...
Family Guy clips.
No, Family Guy clips has got nothing on these COD videos, bro.
No, it does.
You have to... I physically can't watch these COD videos because my mind goes blank. So there's so much you got to take in that you can't actually... I understand nothing.
There's so much stimulation.
Yes.
Yeah. And that
Every
is a
single
problem.
form of media, every single meme of the last 20 years is packed into these videos.
The little meme dream. We never considered this when we embraced the memes.
The little meme dream.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
I didn't see it coming. I didn't see...
Like, what is your earliest memory of, like, recognizing, like, that memes were here and they're here to stay, sort of thing?
Bro, from day one. Day
like,
one
no,
on the
but-
internet.
But tell me what that is, though. Like, tell me a memory, a time.
No, for me it was the trollololol guy. Because I remember going into school and like I'd seen it and someone at school was like, "Oh, have you seen that like hilarious video, the trollololol?"
Yeah. No, yeah.
And it was like, "Wait, you've seen this as well?"
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, so
Yeah.
everyone just knows.
No, because that
this
was a
thing.
weird concept. It was like, oh, you know that joke?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. I've seen that funny image.
Yeah, and then it was like Ray William Johnson with the big booty.
You love that song.
It's genuinely good. It pops off.
No,
Yeah.
the earliest thing is that face. That's that smiling face, yellow face, which one of our friends had an obsession with, and it
Oh,
pissed
wow,
me off a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah,
That was like early.
See, for me, when it like really, when I made those mental connections in my brain was, yeah, it was like early secondary school, year 7, year 8. Someone was talking about, what's that guy? Chuck Norris.
Mm-hmm.
The Chuck
Wow,
Norris jokes.
yeah.
Where it was like, it's always the same punchline. But it was
No,
like
when was the
hilarious.
last time you saw Chuck Norris meme?
I actually saw one like a week ago.
That's because you've only just recently gotten into the goon hole.
No, man.
No,
You-
but it's
I was
this is
born
the
it.
meme cycle. It's meme cyclical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because the classics came back for a little moment, didn't they?
What classics?
They did.
The classics, you know.
But this is
They
it.
didn't
like,
die in some communities.
The thing is that the cycle, like, it goes one full cycle, and then it does the same cycle but at double speed.
Yeah.
And then
But all the
every
eyes,
time it doubles.
the age of the eyes at each part of the circle are different as well.
Yeah.
So like while the boomers on Facebook are seeing one thing,
They're just seeing trollololol.
yeah, they're just getting trollolol now.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, whatever's happening on TikTok is just something
Yeah.
else.
Well, no, because it's meme culture's not the same as what it was. Like, Trollolol was a meme. Now a meme is a guy knocking over a sign in Dunkin' Donuts. Or a guy
Or
throwing
combining memes and things like this.
No, it's not even combining things.
No,
it's
no,
like,
but that is like a huge aspect of it, and like it is like the compounding of like things everyone has seen,
Mm-hmm.
Vine.
and then you like see other ones that you haven't seen but other people have seen. It's like
Yeah, it's kind of like loads
circles
of like, you know, when you right click create shortcuts, it's kind of like creating humor shortcuts, you know, where you just got all this little like shorthand humor basically.
Yeah.
We'll see after these messages.
Let's go back in time.
To when things were innocent and my balls were beep.
I miss memes when they were like innocent.
Those days are long gone, man. Unless you look at my Instagram feed, that's pretty innocent.
Bro, you're obsessed with
You have the least innocent Instagram feed.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's just like fat people falling off of motorbikes and shit.
It's not. It's just dogs being cute.
No, it's munted dogs being
Sure, they
munted.
might not have eyes or a top jaw, but
Bye, bear bear. Bye, bear bear.
I do declare, bye bear bear.
Bear Bear shirts and mug available now. Check the description below.
Good afternoon, morning, evening or night, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second half of the JAR Media Podcast, where we're going to hop over to reddit.co.uk and answer some lovely questions from the JAR Media r/JAR Media Reddit.
Can we start calling the second half the r/suck?
No.
What do you mean no?
R/sluck.
Head over sluck.
This is the sluck episode.
Nice.
That no banned.
Okay.
Sluck. So it sounds wrong, doesn't it?
Sluck.
Sounds problem.
You sluck. Stop being such a sluck.
Actually, children.
What?
You.
That's a good name for the episode, actually, children.
I don't know, something to do with being born.
Yeah.
I quite like that.
I've been born.
A chode.
Born fresh, born a chode. Borned. Remember Baby Born?
Baby born.
Yeah.
What is baby born?
It's those little like toys that they would sell for little girls that were like a baby that would like
Yeah.
pee in a nappy.
Yeah, and piss and shit and stuff. That is like
That's
psyop
actually really.
stuff.
What?
Do you remember?
Is that not f***ed up thinking about it?
Yeah.
Why we keep teaching young girls that like that?
Clean up
they-
the poo and the
They're the
piss.
piss cleaners.
Yeah.
That's what it was. in these
baby
adverts,
just
man. It was-
vommed all over your
was-
nice new top.
But I remember as a little boy being like, "That's funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome."
The born baby.
Watch it urine all over the joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird. Man.
Yeah. And then the boys' toys were like, gun down the local civilians.
You commit war crimes. That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
you trying to make boys
By Call of
believe.
Duty Modern Warfare.
It's like
You
there's
too
that-
can kill civilians.
There was that South Park episode where Kenny gets addicted to his PSP, and then it like turns out that it was actually just like a training program for like some fight. In
Oh,
it.
yeah.
There's always a good one, man. Yeah, I guess this is the part where we answer questions from the subreddit. Just leave a question over there like Nugs22 did. Hi, boys. Just wanted to leave my 2 cents on how JAR has helped me socialize more at work. Basically, when I started my new job, I didn't know anyone else who worked there. And so to relieve some of the pressure of working closely with others, I decided to break the ice by asking a classic JAR question. Who'd win between peak physical condition, Mike Tyson, and a silverback gorilla? The conversation always picked up after I asked this, and it was always fun hearing others' input. Everyone said Tyson would win. After that, it's much easier to converse with my male co-workers now, thanks to JAR, Mike Tyson, and our fellow primates. Also, the amount of people I've asked if they could beat a goose in a fight who have said no is, IMO, pitifully high.
Hey, you think you can beat a goose?
I could beat a goose.
I could beat a goose, yeah.
I could beat a bloody eagle. Of course I can beat a goose.
You can't beat an eagle.
I couldn't confidently take an eagle out, but I feel like I could deal with a goose.
No, I'm not talking about confidence though. I'm talking about like...
Down to it. To the
Arena
wire.
fight.
Yeah.
The Colosseum
It's
is
like-
there.
Yeah. That eagle comes down, swoops for you. You're going to get...
It's all about timing at that point.
Yeah. And you might mess it up a few times, get pretty sliced up and bloody, but at that
If he
point...
gets your jugular, though, bro, it's done.
Yeah, but he's not going to get my jugular.
No, bro,
Have
what
you
do
not?
you think they're flying around doing all day long? What do you think
Yeah,
they're doing?
they eat like rats.
Yeah, and how do you
They're
think
not designed to take on a man.
No, bro, they eat bigger than rats.
Snakes.
Yeah, well, you need to find that jugular fast.
No, a snake is all jugular. That's all they are. They're just one big net.
It's not. James, back me up on this one.
Do you know, Jamie is kind of correct. Like, I don't think
What
an
is
eagle
the
is gonna-
biggest animal an eagle is going to take on?
Other eagles.
Yeah, which are like little birds.
I think.
You underestimate birds, and that's going to be your downfall.
What about if it manages to claw your eye, in which case you're instantly
then
like,
that's one eye.
then
Unlikely
you're
it's gonna
blinded.
get both.
yeah, you'll be
No,
you'll be
then
blind.
you have no
won't be
depth
able
perception while it's swooping around.
to. Yeah, you'd be.
No,
You'd be able to grab it,
I'm gonna be grabbing, just like flailing.
and it's gonna see that they're animal. They've got quicker reactions than you.
Nah, I reckon you grab an eagle by the legs, slam it to the ground, and just keep slamming. That thing's gonna.
If you can get if you can get it in that position, then maybe, bro. But you've got to get it in that position, you know.
But I'm not thinking in terms of like me as a person, because I'm a very big pushover.
No,
You know?
but that's the
An
question
eagle
is
over.
about you.
If the eagle
It's
like
you.
no, if the eagle walks up to me and starts having a go at me, I'll be like, I'm sorry, okay. I'll just do whatever you want.
No, you just go. What's the point?
But like, if
No.
I get that blood rage and I start like freaking, you know, I go like
That bird rage.
base human bird rage mode.
What,
I'm
Alex
gonna-
is
I'm
probably
gonna
the only
defeat
one
the
who's
eagle.
experienced that.
The bird rage.
No, you being seeing wed. So Alex,
But like everyone has that capacity.
yeah,
to
it's
see
human. It's
red.
actually human nature to like see word.
Yeah, and it's like a self-defense thing. And I think in combat with an eagle, I would see red and somehow win.
You'd see gold more like.
Yeah. I'd see America.
Even more reason to smack the shit on that.
it's like a principle.
I would see gold on the golden goose.
But yeah, like a goose, yeah, I could destroy. But anyway, yeah, that's good news.
I'm glad.
I've never applied our own like this podcast to actual like social situations.
I just think they'd be just really awkward.
What if you go up to someone and ask them a fun hypothetical that gets them engaged? Huh?
Get clapped, dude.
Yeah, man. I got a fun hypothetical for you.
Okay, give me a fun hypothetical.
This comes from Bebo Baby. Have you guys fallen for this? Have you fallen for this stupid troll? I see through this because I know. I know a troll when I see it.
Yeah, you got trolled earlier though, 2 weeks in a row.
By who?
The Australian guy.
The
blonde
evil John.
Australian
They're
with the red
being
top.
truthful, and I'm gonna put money down on that.
Wow, how much?
You put money down on fruit gums being different and you lost. You never paid either.
No,
of
you
us.
were actually wrong on that. I was
no,
right.
no, absolutely not.
No, that was an issue with the like
Your
the
language.
contract.
Not my language.
both,
No, you can't
both
put this
language.
on me.
No, I'm putting it on both sides. Both language.
Okay, I'll take that. But Bebo Baby says, did you hear that Mars are discontinuing the M&M spokes candy because right-wingers were offended that the green M&M was not sexy and they added an obese M&M?
Wait, what?
Wait, do you not know about this?
You know-
No, reset. Start the question
M&Ms.
again.
Did you hear that Mars are discontinuing the M&M spokes candy because right-wingers were offended that the green M&M was not sexy and they added an obese M&M? She was a girl the size of yellow peanut M&M. And they also had lesbian M&Ms. Thoughts?
So they're discontinuing the like M&M law.
That's what they're saying. There was like some tweet.
From Mars.
Well, because they own everything, don't they? They're like the Disney of candies.
Is that not Nestle?
Well, they are as well. Did you not see any of these clips, Jim?
No.
Of Tucker Carlson talking about the M&Ms.
Who's Tucker Carlson?
Oh. Poster boy for the mental health crisis and would henceforth, quote, acknowledge and embrace his anxiety because America badly needs more neurotic candy. Then late last year, Mars went further. The company added obese and distinctly frumpy lesbian M&Ms to promote, quote, feminism and body positivity. In other words, explained the Mars Corporation, it's good to be fat. Have some more M&Ms. Well, we reported on this at the time and pledged a deeper investigation into it. But before we could complete our investigation, Mars announced that it's suspending its ad campaign. A chocolate vendor promoting obesity was just too shameless even by modern standards. But at CNN, they were infuriated by the news. News anchors who have not had a carb since the Bush administration became hysterical as they defended Mars's pro-fatness campaign. CNN political analyst and notably unhappy person Kirsten Powers attacked this show for our quote.
This is.
What do you think of that one, Barry?
I mean, it's pretty funny.
But what do they mean, lesbian M&M?
Yeah. Do any of them have a sexuality?
they're chocolates.
Yeah.
But why are they calling it like an obese M&M? Like it's just the peanut one, but as a girl.
Yeah, that's the shape of a peanut M&M. Peas M&M.
A woke
Like,
M&M.
The M&Ms have like body fat. They're like chocolate, and, like crispy or brownie or just M&M.
To be honest, it's just outrage culture. They feel that it's a threat to them, so they get upset, and it's just ridiculous. It's the same with the Greg's vegan sausage roll.
So you're not with Tucker on this?
Huh?
You're not with Tucker on this one?
Well,
No.
but it's like, is having like a different M&Ms gonna really push your brand of M&Ms that much further?
Well, I thought that's like what companies have always done this.
What?
Well, like they're whether it be a candy, whether it be a cereal, they have their little mascot things.
Yeah.
And it's always just like a marketing stunt. Oh, there's a new one for this new flavor.
Yeah.
The new cheese string guy. The new pepperoni monster. The new
pepperoni. The pepperoni one was particularly
the
good.
pepperami guy.
Yeah, the pepperami. He was effective because he scared
No, have you not
into
seen what they've
eating.
done with him?
No.
No,
They've not wokeified him, have they?
They've woke the pepperami guy.
Not the obese pepperami.
Man, yeah, I don't know what's really going on out there anymore, you know? It's not the obese Budweiser guy.
Yeah.
Well, no, because
Is this not just a sign, though, of like we're doing it a little bit too well?
No, this is the thing. It's like we need a war.
This is what I'm saying. Like,
No, this is an actual. It's an actual theory that we're too comfortable right now. We need.
Yeah, we are. It's like
These people are complaining.
The stuff we're getting upset about is a fat M&M and
No, because it's like
pepperoni.
these like men majority. It's like, you know, it's the whole thing of like men need a challenge to like something to live for, right? And the fact that there's been no wars to die in for so long that these men are like, I've got to die on the front lines of the M&M.
The M&M debate.
Yeah, it's like, mate, do us all a favour and just send these boys to fucking wars and let them have their crisis.
Maybe,
like,
maybe that's the next war, the M&M war.
Because I was just looking at Captain Morgan. So when are they going to get upset when it's called Captain Morgana and it's a woman? Like how far are these white women going to take like this outrage? Because it's like, I don't get, truthfully, just get rid of all the mascots and all the chocolate.
No, have more.
No, I think it's all lame.
No, think about it. Like,
Nah, I hate mascots on like food.
I remember
It's just
getting
like,
upset about the Fruit Winder mascots when I was a kid.
The what?
Yeah, the Fruit Winders.
But what?
Fruit Winders rocked.
Fruit Winders?
They've ruined them, though.
Yeah, now they're double.
Yeah, they're like,
Stupid.
oh, it's the double Fruit Winder. No, you've just like cut the middle bit out.
The best bit.
Well, but it used to just be one like fat roll of Fruit Winder.
Yeah. And it's like,
And then you get the whole thing out and just...
No, you just roll into a big ball.
Well, yeah, you like squish it together until it becomes like perfectly spherical, and then you just.
But now you can't because by doing that they've saved probably about trillions a year.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they've probably halved how much you get in one, and then sell it for more.
Yeah.
You get 2 now.
Yeah, but what I was trying to say about how upset I was by the woke fruit winder guys, I've always been ahead of the curve on that one, haven't I, guys?
Yeah. No, I'm tired of the woke cheese string propaganda.
Timmy the Tiger's really just pushing it on this one. Right?
Yeah, the sugar puff monster. He's eating too much pussy. But don't you think politicizing any like mascot is just inherently like backwards?
Yeah. It's a mascot.
It's like the corporate overlords. Like
The Blade
you can't
Runner
align
fucking
yourself
hellhole.
either way.
It's a mascot.
It's a mascot to sell things.
Sugary puffs.
Just make him
That's
like
the thing.
a
It's
monster.
like, yeah.
Just make it a sausage, you know?
So yeah, you're really just like you're just looking for to get angry about. You're trying to get pissed off. You're like
Yeah, but do you think M&M's kind of wanted this? Let's provoke them. Let's push them.
Well,
Then
the
they're
theory
gonna-
is they're lying that they've put this whole thing up on Twitter saying that they're not doing the mascots anymore, and now Maya Rudolph is going to be their mascot for M&M's.
Who's Maya Rudolph?
She's that unfunny comedian that's in all like every bad movie, like the Emoji Movie, or I don't know. She's the voice in loads of things that suck. I don't know. I'll tell you something. Maya Rudolph is in Big Mouth.
Oh, who is she in Big Mouth?
She's the female hormone monster.
Her.
I know nothing about this person.
Her. She's in like every American comedy thing.
Yeah, she's in like Grown Ups.
Is she in Grown Ups? I guess.
Yeah.
She's in Bridesmaids and Inherent Vice, I guess.
And Grown Ups.
Big Mouth.
And Grown Ups. I had no idea that was the Big Mouth female hormone
Really?
monster.
No, she's like a big voice actor. She's like in everything for some reason. Yeah. What was I saying about the cheese string guy again? I got some kind of issue with him.
Yeah.
The Baby Bell ball is gone too.
Yeah. The baby born bell.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like there's definitely a gap in the market for like cool mascots. I know.
Anime mascots, that's what's missing.
Kill the mascots.
No, we need more.
I want to kill all of them off. I want my packaging to be sleek and look nice.
No, you.
James wants just like white cardboard boxes that says like Cheerios.
No,
Cornflakes.
no, because when does it matter? Like the ads, I'm not watching these ads, and these ads aren't making me buy the chocolate because marketing doesn't work. Marketing works to make people outraged.
Not true, man.
But when you go into a shop, you already know what you're gonna buy. So whatever's on the packaging doesn't even matter because you know the chocolate you want.
No, bro, you got to do some reading about psyops right now.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If it has a tune, then it works. The mascot, I don't give a shit.
No,
Yeah.
I'm the inverse of you. The tune makes me just get angry, but the mascot makes me thrilled.
Oh my god, that's so cringe.
No, but it's not about whether the tune makes you angry or not.
It's
like
if you remember it.
You don't get an image stuck in your head.
Windows in the west.
You don't get an image stuck in your head the same way you get a song stuck in your head. You can't get that song out of your head. Nah.
I'm loving it.
Suddenly you want to suck down 30 chicken selects.
What's that? KFC's one?
No, but this is the thing. Alex has never listened to the radio since he left school. Alex has no idea about any of these
I hate
ads.
the radio. I hate I never watch live TV. I basically never see ads. I watch a lot of YouTube, but I use YouTube Red or whatever it's called now, premium.
I watch so much RedTube. I just never see adverts.
Yeah, with Pornhub Premium, you like never see.
That's mind-blowing to me. Because I
What?
don't see many ads, but at least I know what's in circulation.
My favorite thing about ads, because like YouTube is like the main thing I get advertisement through. But YouTube has that thing with like the 5-second timer.
Yeah.
And a lot of advertising dudes like cottoned onto it, and they were like, "No, please." Yeah, they get like George Clooney to be like, "Wait, don't go. I've got something important to say," and I'll be like, "You bitch,"
Yeah.
you know.
No,
That makes
or they
me
fit.
triple click.
Yeah, it motivates you more to be like, "No,
No,
get
that's
out
the
of
thing. That there's that's one way, but there's the other way, which is like ADHD. It's just like all the information in that 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So you
Well,
get
that's
that.
what
so you
movie
get,
trailers started doing. That's why every movie trailer has like a shortened version of the same trailer in 5 seconds, and then it plays the full trailer.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, just slow down.
There's no time for slowing down.
Speed up, baby.
Speed up and like the obese M&M on Facebook.
Do you side with the obese M&M?
Why? The audacity of calling an M&M obese. They weren't saying that about the yellow M&M when he's been chilling.
Yeah.
He must have been around for decades, that guy. One of them is voiced by
if not
he's like
longer.
all the Futurama voices. He does the main M&M.
That's right, yeah. Fry.
It's probably like, I don't know, John Cleese. It's probably one of the other ones.
No, he'd never be an obese M&M.
No, he would be like the brownie M&M or something. Or is that's like one of the milk
John
M&Ms.
Cleese wouldn't align with the M&Ms because they're too woke, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're
It'd
not.
be Sean Connery.
Kevin Spacey's back as an M&M. No, he's a smarty. They made the smarty guy. Come on, James, make me a mascot
No.
for a candy that doesn't have one. Where's the Reese's Piece guy?
Hey,
Reese.
you want a piece? Yeah, Reese.
No.
He's wearing like a trench coat and he's like, "Hey, you want a piece?" Or he's like a boxer and he's like, "You want a piece of me, yeah?" And then the guy's like, "Yeah." And then he takes out a little buttercup and he's like,
I hate it.
No, James, what's like one of your favourite products that doesn't have a mascot already?
I don't like any that have a mascot.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Dairy
you.
milk.
Yeah,
Milker. A cow.
Milka hat. Yeah, their mascot
Okay,
is
so
the cow.
Make a Milka mascot.
Do you know
There
what?
is one.
One mascot I've always hated was the Dairy mascot. The cow.
That scary cow.
Who's like kind of a MILF.
I know what my favourite mascot is.
Who?
The Camel cigarettes. Camel.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Do you know what actually should happen? And this is a strong opinion that has no effect on me, but we need to make cigarettes cool again.
I want them to bring the
No. This is an actual fact. Society and art was better when cigarettes had cool packaging. That's a fact. All of your favourite movies were made in times when cigarettes were cool. Marlboro packaging, the Camel
Marvel?
packaging.
No, but like the packaging we have here
It's cringe.
but it's just England.
Or putting like the rotting corpses or whatever
Yeah.
on them, whatever
Yeah.
they do now.
Having
No,
like
we need to make them cool. Cool packaging.
It's weird that, isn't it? You forget about that. Like I bought that little box of cigars like a couple weeks back, and like on the box it's just like some lungs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're trying to make them as grotesque as possible.
Yeah.
But it does nothing.
It does nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't really stop.
It probably costs them more to like print that stuff than.
I'm more stressed because they got to look at these stressful images they're printing on everything.
Yeah, you're so stressed. You're like, man, I need a smoke.
No, but I'm kind of desperate to be seeing the camel from the cigarettes.
You mean Camel cigarettes? It's literally
Camel guy.
it's Jar Media Law, Alex. You know what it
but I
looks
want
like.
to see that camel put on Milka bars.
No, in these what?
like a team up.
Yeah, man.
Camel cigarettes, Milka
That's
bars.
what they're missing out on. They need like M&Ms and like cheese string.
What are you saying? We're gonna have a crossover event of chocolate mascots?
Not just chocolate though.
Is there
like
gonna be an end
everything.
game of mascots?
Yeah, what would be like the craziest mascot like cross section?
The like Cheetos guy. Like,
Like the Duracell battery and the
yeah, the Duracell battery. The Duracell battery.
Oh, no, it's a bunny, isn't it?
And
the
the
Duracell bunny. Duracell's the bunny.
yeah,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he like he's got like a battery in
his back, yeah.
He could have like a whole movie.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't had the Duracell
Yeah, and like
bunny
Mr.
movie.
Clean being like showing up. Mr. Muscle.
Yeah, it will be like like cinematic universe.
Yeah. Food fight.
Food fight. Yeah. But who would be like the character? Who is like the main one? Like the leader mascot?
Wait, but what of chocolate?
No, of everything. Tony the Tiger is like the main guy.
Let's do a Google.
Surely it's Mickey Mouse.
But what's he? No, he's not a mascot of. He's just Disney. It's got to be
So
like a
something
product.
food.
It's got to be food or a cleaning product or like a car company.
What car company mascots are there? There's the Noid. That's a classic.
The
The Domino's
yeah.
Noid.
Avoid the Noid.
Okay, so you've
That's
got the
ancient
Pringles,
Java.
man.
Oh yeah, the Pringles guy.
Oh, I hate the Pringles guy.
No, he was good, but now
he
he
used to be
sucks.
the Monopoly man, but then he got fired and went to the Pringles.
You've got
the Monopoly Man is another one.
You've got the Haribo Golden Bear.
But the Haribo Kid, he's pretty iconic.
The Haribo Monster.
Yeah, his ability can be like all like his like stars and like eggs and stuff. You know, he's just got like crazy. He's like the Deadpool of that universe. You know?
He's got all the self-referential kind of clips.
Yeah.
going.
Well, apparently
Like the bad
nerds.
European humor.
Nerds. Nerds as mascots.
What's the nerd mascot?
Fuck.
Patton Oswald. What do you think, bro? Who's the nerd's mascot?
Sylvester.
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds with his gin. He can just be in it.
Dingle Gin, whatever he called
Yeah.
it.
Nah, I'm all for
I
the.
drank a bottle of his gin and it sucks.
Does it actually?
It's really bad.
If I had a gin, I'd call it Blimey Gin.
Blimey.
Mm-hmm.
We should make a gin. We should like buy some gin from Iceland and repackage it and add some maybe spice into it and call it.
Add a bit of Blimey.
Yeah, no, add some like orange, bit of peach, maybe some lime, and call it the Blimey Gin. Brewed in Iceland.
What, the shop?
No, in Iceland. Like we'll get that bottle
Oh.
there, spice
Yeah,
it
we'll
up,
just like
and
put
sell it.
raspberry in it.
Yeah, and then sell it for like £2
Raspberry
more.
Iceland gin.
That's, and then we like do drop shipping on it.
Drop shotting on it.
Drop shipping.
Oh, drop shotting. Very nice.
Who's the Call of Duty mascot?
Captain Price.
Captain Price.
And
Ghost.
Woods.
Mm.
Woods.
Goods. Ghost.
I don't know. I feel like there's more to be said on this mascot discussion, but
There's
I'll put
not.
a pin in it there,
Okay.
won't I?
Budweiser.
Do you remember that Lego Man mascot they used to have? He was creepy as hell.
Oh, Agent 47.
Basically.
He was the voice of like, there's someone stuck in the water.
Puppy Power in Lego City.
Yeah, that's Agent 47.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He was the undercover.
Yeah.
That would be a good. Imagine that the Hitman level where you go to Lego City to take out the mayor. That's a good level right there.
That would be cool. Like a cool crossover. I love crossovers. Crossovers rock.
No,
Everyone loves
no, no, no,
crossovers.
no,
It's
no,
a
no.
marketing dream.
No.
Are we going to see... No, put the money down right now. Are we going to see the Marvel versus DC movie before we die?
Yeah. Absolutely. But this was the thing.
Before
Marvel
we
be so
die.
big. Marvel be so big that they'll be able to buy DC,
Disney buys DC.
and then they'll be able to make it a Marvel v DC movie.
But saying like before we die, does that include like the like digital upload of ourselves?
Nah.
Well, no, because the first people to upload their consciousness will just die.
No, it will just be like a copy.
No, but they'll be dead.
Okay, no, you're thinking about this too far. In the next few decades, then.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Do you think Warner Bros. Would let go of that? They are the thing that is stopping Disney from taking over the world.
Warner Bros.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they
And
got
they
like
suck.
they got Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo.
they got Daphne, bro.
They do have
Or
Daphne.
Velma or
They got Velma and Daphne. And Fred.
Ruby.
They technically do have Ruby Doo.
Why didn't they go with that? Why didn't they go with Ruby? Ruby,
Yeah.
Roo.
And then they could have used that Kaiser Chiefs song for the trailer.
Yeah, Ruby,
Oh.
Ruby, Roo. Where are you? Ruby, Roo.
James, I got something that will cheer you up.
No.
From both by 3944. Here in the States, it's very common for people to drive around in SUVs. And knowing James has negative thoughts in them, it got me thinking. If James was forced to buy an SUV, what would he get? I may be biased, but there's some nice looking ones out there. I was personally a fan of my old 1999 Nissan Pathfinder. It was fun as bear boys.
Shit was fun as fuck. Pathfinder, like your main in Apex.
I would buy a pickup. There wouldn't be any pickup. If I was forced to, I would make it a pre-runner.
What's that?
It's a vehicle, it's a competition spec racing vehicle, but is road legal and is used by racing drivers to do a race before the race day.
A Blade Runner, did you say?
No, it's a highly modified truck with huge suspension and being able to do jumps, and it's like, imagine what my Nissan's going to be, but as a pickup.
But I don't know what it's going to be.
What about an El Camino?
That's not that's a muscle car, not a pickup.
It's got like a pickup truck though.
No.
It's got like a boot. Like a
when
big
are they going to
boot.
start making pickups and start making letdowns?
Letdowns. They exist.
Bro, that's a pre-runner.
They're called Renault Clios.
Yeah. Okay.
I just want a pre-runner because then you can literally just drive over anything all the time. See a moto, just crush
Can
it.
you drive over lava?
I saw one of my YouTube shorts was like pouring lava into water. It was one of those that
What happened?
we just kind of went in. It was cool. And of course, you know the song that was playing.
You know, if
Who made that?
that piece of music,
Epidemic sound.
James made it.
Hindu Frap has one for us.
You're disgusting.
That wasn't even me.
Have you boys ever had any experience with watching Lolcows? For example, people
Alex.
like Chris Chan or Darkside Phil.
Alex.
I personally find them to be very interesting and fun to watch their stories, even if a lot of them aren't the best people. If I had to recommend a lolcow to look into, I would highly recommend King Cobraj's. He's just a weird dude who's done really funny stuff, like put hair dye on his entire body before going to work at Wendy's, or nearly setting his house on fire from making fried potatoes.
Alex is the only one out of us three who has any obsession with lolcows and knows anything about them.
I don't.
You do. Name a lolcow.
Chris Chan.
You know more than that, Alex. You love Lolcows.
I don't love Lolcows. I was
do?
actually going to say, my point of bringing this up was a lot of this, like especially Christian. That's like the one, right? Everyone loves it. People are so obsessed with it. There's that YouTube series / podcast.
It's a bit disgusting, though, isn't it?
That exists. That is just like a comprehensive history of this dude. And I tried like a month or two ago. I started because Christian. I know the worst stuff he's done, the basics. And I started listening to this podcast version, and I couldn't. It just made me feel kind of weird. Because a lot of lolcows are just like people who are quite mentally ill, kind of just being clowned on.
It's sad to me. It's the same as like Britain's Next Top Talent or whatever. Britain's Got Talent,
where the content's at the expense of the person.
Yeah, and a lot of the time they're like clearly someone that like isn't quite with it, and then it's just like, oh, so you're just like crushing their dreams in front of thousands, millions of people
as entertainment.
Yeah, I find it kind of gross. Not for me.
But people get like really into this concept. There's like websites that collate and have like threads, ever-going threads of like lolcows and the new thing they're doing.
But I think it's like it's comforting to watch because it's like, man, at least I'm not them.
Yeah.
I think that whole thing goes way deeper into it, though. It's like a psychology thing. It's so deep that I can't explain it, but I'm pretty sure ContraPoints has done a whole video on it. And that the people who are obsessed with these lolcows are like, are lolcows. And it's just like
they would be.
Yeah, but because they're consuming and obsessed with this lolcow, it prevents them from being the lolcow.
Yeah. Well, it's like, if you think about it, if you just go back and think about when things like these Colosseum fights or public executions and things were like considered like a type of entertainment. Like, if you were like wandering through town and like someone's like, quick, they're about to execute that guy. Quick, come see. You'd probably be like, all right, then cool. Then you go watch it, wouldn't you?
Well, like right now.
Well, in that environment.
I mean, like,
so there's this thing like in us that's like, what?
Well, yeah, because then if you're with the crowd watching them, you're like safe. You're like, yes, I'm one of you guys. I'm one of the safe people.
Yeah, at the expense of the guy who's fighting a lion or whatever.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, like pretty badass.
What if it's at the expense of the guy who stole the loaf of bread getting sliced for the town to see?
Well, probably shouldn't have been stealing that slice, eh?
He loses a finger for every slice.
I stole a whole loaf.
Well, guys, I've got two more here. I've thought about this, but I'm not sure really what can be said. But I don't know. Pink Floob says, thoughts on Rick and Morty continuing without Justin Roiland?
End it.
Do you think just cut the cord? Just stop
cancel it. I mean,
it kind of is what the show is.
Yeah. And the best you're going to get is someone doing an impression.
Yeah, I stopped watching a long time ago, but I feel like
it's been bad for a while.
Even now, like, could you even engage with it? If like, even like knowing now, if they keep doing it, like it's someone like doing an impression, I feel like that'd always be in the back of your mind.
Yeah, but also like it's
already like a parody of itself, though, in a way, like in pop culture.
Yeah.
So
it's Flandersed. It's been Flanders.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is weird though, because it's like it's not just Rick and Morty this affects. Like High on Life just came out was
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, he had a whole video game publishing thing.
Yeah, Squanch Games or whatever he called it.
Yeah, something like that.
There's that. There's some Solar Opposites, I think he's got like a few shows that he was like the lead voice in. Like the main thing in the project. It's like I don't know if they wanted to do like another High on Life, but like how these projects like you can't really detach from. That is kind of what sold them.
Yeah.
Was that voice and that.
But also that
involvement.
attachment alone is like you
Is
can't really
toxic.
watch like season 1 in the same light. It's that age-old thing where like art from the artist or whatever.
God, James hates R&M so much.
There's probably hundreds of people who can do better voice acting work than him. You can easily find a Wick and you can easily find a Morty. 100%. It wouldn't even be hard.
But can you find a Rick and Morty? That's the question.
Well, you don't need to find them in one. You can just hire two different people.
That's not the point though. It's like
No, I don't. I 100% think it should be cancelled. But it's just like he's not like a unique, super unique voice actor who's difficult to replace.
It's too big of a brand, isn't it? Because they'd renewed it for like seasons and seasons.
yeah. This was a long time ago as well. It's been renewed for like 8 seasons after like season 2.
Yeah, I don't know. It's unfortunate, this.
Yeah. I mean, I still don't even know like the full story. I don't like.
Don't need to know. He's a.
Yeah, that's basically all I know.
It's not like allegations though, like a lot of these are. It's like an actual like.
Yeah.
This is like a court case, like. Yeah. All right then. Let's end on this one from Spring Trap, but fresh. Hello, brothers. Further elaboration on cannibalistic hamsters incoming. I love this topic. I love that we keep getting these little nuggets. I'm currently studying biology in university and had my first fundamentals of zoology lecture today. I kid you not, our first case study detailed how hamsters cannibalize their young if they lack certain nutrients in their environment, such as vitamin B3. Not only that, but they went on to specify that hamsters will store their young in areas commonly used as hamster food storages before cannibalizing them. Could not believe that hamsters premeditatively put their children in the food cupboard before eating them. Nearly burst out laughing because of that jar episode a few weeks back. Official worst species ever. Yeah.
That is bleak. Can you imagine like a human having a baby and putting them in like
I'm putting
the
you
fridge.
in hungry corner.
Putting them in the fridge in like the cheese drawer. Being like,
That's
"I'll have
effectively
you
what they're
later."
doing. Because there were. I got to be real. There were a few hamster defenders in the comments. Oh, they're just doing what they need to.
But is it because they're like, man, I'm not getting what I need, so how are they going to get what they need? Like, might as well just take them out now.
Might as well have their nutrients.
I'm never going to unsee that video you showed me. Of like, this hamster just gulping. It's just
babies.
like, what?
Yeah, not
It's
even chewing.
horrible. I hate it. I hate that I've seen that.
Yeah.
I hate the internet.
When I find these, no, but when I find these things, I have to unload it and share. So then it's not on me anymore.
You don't.
What do you mean? No, I don't.
Yeah,
so
dude,
you're
you don't.
trauma
So-
dumping.
Yeah, you are trauma dumping.
No, because then I feel no guilt anymore, and I've just offloaded it onto you guys.
Well, can I say the same if I see like execution videos online then? Because that's the logic you're using.
Yeah.
No, because that'd make
That
me a
kind of
fucking
is what-
freak. That I don't want to see any of these weird videos you find, Alex.
What do you mean? It's just hamsters eating each other. It's pretty.
I don't
normal.
want to. I don't want to see them.
Well, you've already seen it, and it's too late.
I don't want to see them in the future.
Well, no, it's done now. Like I'm not.
No, you'll just
interested
find the next one.
I'll find something else more epic and interesting.
Like the weird dogs you always send me.
Yeah. Like
Or is that
the
too-
crawler?
Or is that too like sensitive of a subject for you to admit on Jar?
No, that would be a good series. It's just
No.
we just record our reels and just go through reels. for a
Bro,
little minute.
no, because
And we can compare
your
who has the
reels
best
are
reels.
up.
I don't have reels because
Well,
I'm just
it would
kind
just
of
be
an
mine
indie
by
sort
default
of.
because mine are awesome.
No, but yours are up.
No, you have to admit, I used to have some rocking memes.
No, you did. And now I'm left to just deal with the Alex's obsession with munted
Alex's
animals.
scary memes.
Nah, you be real. What did you think of the
do
crawler?
you remember I had the dude running and it was like we discovered a whole genre of music. That was a fine meme, not like horrific in any sense. Whereas like every other one of yours is like,
It's actually a bit
oh,
fucked
this
up.
is like a deformed creature that's
Why
suffering through
are
life.
you obsessed with deformed creatures, Alex?
I'm not. The algorithm is.
No,
But the algorithm is tailored to you.
no, people.
This guy just loves like freaks of nature. Just give him all the freaks.
Is it? I find this really actually like fucked up because I think that if you see these videos of these animals that are like clearly deformed and they're clearly just being loved by their owners, finding it funny is like actually fucking horrible.
No, but they're intentionally making videos knowing that it's going to get a lot of views because they put,
Yeah, I think the owners have a role to play here because they're exploiting their animal for
soothing
clout.
music. Yeah, I think it's disgusting. They're like inbreeding. They're like buying inbred animals and being like, well, I mean, if nothing else, this will get a lot of views on TikTok.
Yeah, I can make a merch line.
But
then-
then I can brand it the crawler and have it. Fucking
No, but
Because
the owners might be bad, but then there's an Alex on the other end who fucking loves it and is clicking like and he's feeding the algorithm and the money they're getting from this. You shouldn't you shouldn't be
You
taking
might
any
as well
part
be
in
a
this.
human trafficker.
Yeah.
Nah, here's the thing though, right? These videos, they have hundreds of thousands of likes, you know?
Yeah, because of people like you.
No, and you go on the comments and it's people like, oh, only in Ohio.
Yeah, but what's your point? Like, what's
Yeah.
the defense?
There is no defense. I say we EMP fucking Facebook
So you're
HQ.
saying you're a victim of the algorithm?
I'm a victim of Mark Zuckerberg, yes.
No, the thing is, I don't know anyone who likes their algorithm more than Alex. And I don't feel that this is something you
Love
should be
your
proud
algorithm.
of.
You love your algorithm.
No, my algorithms are mainly. You will sit there and love every single video you see.
Well, the best ones are videos of people picking up pigs. Like giant
Picking
pigs.
up pigs.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about my algorithm is because, like, now the only thing I use is YouTube Shorts.
You might as well
For
just
that sort
download
of stuff.
Instagram.
Yeah,
No,
you might as well download
but I
TikTok,
never
bro.
like anything, and I very,
But that's how you
very,
influence it.
and I very, very rarely share anything. So the only thing it can go off is like how quickly I swipe. And it does.
really-
It knows.
Yeah.
It knows when I watch a whole video and then maybe watch it
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
And then swipe, or if it just starts a video and then I swipe.
No, but that's why my Instagram feed is so good, because I know, like it
Because you
it,
like the ones that you like.
You watch them multiple times
It
and you
delivers
like
me- it
them.
delivers
No, but I
me a
don't.
crawler.
I don't want.
and
The
then
thing
I
is,
like it.
I don't want to just be given the things that I already know that I like. I want to like.
You want the hardship of
I
finding
want to be
them.
provided with new things, because if I like, I'm getting a lot of like DC, like Batman, Superman, the Flash.
the
like,
superhero cringe is awesome on there.
yeah, but I'm getting a lot of that because often like the Flash will come up and I'll be like, okay, let's just watch this. It's like pretty funny, and if I like that, it'll be like, oh, now I'm only getting that. Whereas suddenly like some like munted dog will come up and I'll just immediately like flick. So I'm like, I want to look at this.
No, you do. You want to see a Frog Queen Ivy sprinting around with glee. What? No, come on. You loved it when I showed you the crawler.
No,
I saw the smile.
I generally hate every single animal video you send me.
No, you don't. You love them.
I absolutely hate them because I just feel wrong.
No, you don't.
I do.
The Chihuahuas.
Okay, that trial one.
That was. I verbally said that was horrible.
What's wrong with that?
No, that animal does not look healthy. It's like clearly a bit up.
Well, yeah, that's why they're sharing it on Instagram.
Yeah, no, they're showing on Instagram for clout.
No, because they're like, oh, this is like a crazy like thing. So let's film it, get a bunch of views, like, and let's film it as many times as possible until its head explodes because it's gonna die soon.
Yeah. So what you're saying is animal abuse?
Yeah, generally, yes.
It's like a reason for breeders to continue breeding animals to this horrible degree.
But okay, then we're getting into things because you're saying that some of these animals have been purposely bred and inbred to the point where there's a lot of dogs out there who have just been born with like their noses are slightly bent over.
Yeah.
These dogs are perfectly fine, and having them on Instagram is not bad because these dogs' livelihoods are not being affected. But when you see a dog that is like doesn't have a spine,
but like,
or
if suddenly a certain type of dog like becomes popular on social media, it's like, oh, we got to breed that type of dog.
I don't
So
think
then
these
they start
breeders are
just
generally doing
munting
that.
these other dogs, and then all these people are like, oh, I'll take a munted dog so I can get some like fire.
Can you just break its legs for me? I really want fancy crawler.
Yeah. No,
I don't think these breeders are
I
using.
think TikTok is directly leading to the end of humanity.
Yeah, we established that. That's a well-known. The kids in 5 years. No, it's the kids. It's the 10-year-olds now who like actually gooned on the TikTok. When they get to 18, they are going to be useless.
What do you think they're...
No, imagine these kids. They're going to go to uni and do a bunch of LSD, destroy their brain, and guess what? Nothing's being invented ever again because they'll...
Because of Frog Dog.
Yeah, because of you
younger
and your
generations,
stupid
I
videos.
thought, like, are not really engaging in anything like that, like in the same way.
Well, there'll be like a new thing.
No,
I don't know. Maybe we're just like big boomers.
The end. We're the only generation to ever invent anything going forward. Because the ones coming up...
You sound
all
a
gooned.
lot like my great grandma. Boomer ass.
I've heard of a place called The End.
Oh!
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Notch.
The end is nigh. The end times. Prepare yourself. They're coming.
The end is Notch.
The bats are coming. The goblins have awakened.
The eagles are eating my...
Oh, now it's rolling, baby!
Orange juice is spicy, bro.
No, it's not.
Orange juice and pancakes in my tummy. Tabby opened the window for Billy, or the blinds in there, sorry.
Yeah.